I'm Tegan. Welcome to my creative space where anything goes. I thought this first video would be a really good introduction as to what this channel is about and, well, who the hell am I? So instead of looking at my face, I thought maybe I could do a voiceover and you can watch me journal for about 5 minutes. Sound good? Well, it's happening anyway. Thanks! So who am I? I am a crazy craft cat lady from the southeastern suburbs in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. You may see my cats on here every now and then. They're called Fitz and Lola. I will point them out as they do. I am half American, half Australian, but actually born and bred here in Oz. My crafting journey actually started 17 years ago, but before I begin that little portion, I do want to kind of mention my nana. My nana actually knitted quite often in front of me, and I didn't really pick up on it until recently. And she always made these gorgeous scarves, and I really do think when I'm surrounded by creative people like my nana and my mother, it really does jumpstart your crafting journey. You might not realise it at the time, but it might happen later. So in 2017, I was pregnant with my son, and my boss at the time said to me, "You're going to be bored out of your brains waiting for this kid, so you might as well find yourself a hobby." I'm like, cool, no, don't worry. Prompted me to jump into YouTube and do some Googling essentially, and I found a video about knitting. So I went to my local craft store, grabbed myself some yarn and needles, and knitted myself the wonkiest scarf known to man. But that was enough for me to be like, yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm enjoying this. This is satisfying. This is, ticking all the boxes. And pretty much from there, I just dived into this craft pool and discovered so much. I discovered crochet, cross stitch, macrame, yarn dyeing. And then when I had exhausted all of that, I thought to myself, I'm going to start designing. So I started designing my own crochet patterns. And then once I I haven't exhausted that, but once I was like, hey, I need to start, tech editing some of these and grading them to make them available in more sizes, I then stepped into tech editing. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I need to talk about this. And then I started a podcast called Hard Rock Crochet with my friend Kate. And this journey, this community is just absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. So as you can tell, I like to jump from one thing to another and that is just part of who I am, and I'm happy to admit that. I think most crafters, we are creators, and creatives sometimes can't stick to one thing, and they need to try as much as possible and discover as much as possible, and I'm definitely that type of person. So I did have a bit of a break this year from crafting altogether, because in November last year I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and I've been battling that good fight since. I am now cancer free, thank goodness, and I am just currently going through radiation as of October 2024, just to make sure that it's completely gone. So with that in mind, that brings me to why I am starting this channel. So this channel, I want it to be a creative space where absolutely anything goes, and I really truly do mean that. I, as you can see, love to explore different things, and I really like to find out the ins and outs of every single thing, and I've only just touched on, some crafts, and I feel that I am going to be more creative and I am going to expand. And I would like a space to be able to do that without being judged about going outside of my niche. And I'll go into that in a little bit. So for me, for example, recently I've just started doodling. I've started doing, I think it's pronounced kawaii style drawings. I did a couple of animals. I did my cat's faces and a chunky carrot, and I thought they were the cutest things on earth. So I'll probably share that later down the track. But these are just, another outlet for me to be creative in. I find in society, they kind of say to you, well, if you're a crocheter, you got to stick to crochet. And if you're a knitter, you got to stick to knitting. And if you're an artist, you stick to what you draw. And I feel that's not really right. If you're happy doing multiple things, keep doing those multiple things. Try new things. And essentially, we need to be embracing creativity in all of its forms. There are so many. And I want to create this space for not only myself, but for you as well, to be able to come here, make a suggestion, tell me what you're doing at the moment. Let's all be creative together. Let's create this creative escape on this channel here. And for me, I just want to go wild, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go buck wild crazy with whatever the hell I want. I've started journaling again. I'll probably make some stickers so I can start putting them in there. I don't know. I'll work something out. But that's what this channel's about, and I really, really do truly hope that you'll be able to join me.